Hello everyone, this is Bad Nomad, and this is a demo of my Automatic Actions Upgrade extension. So this is an enhancement to the Automatic Actions extension that's been out for a while now. And if you're not familiar with that, you have to go watch my video to learn basics of what that one does. This will add a bunch of new functionality to it. So let me dive in and show you some of the new things that it can do. So if you remember the old one of the key aspects of it is when you drag items, magical items to your equipment, it's going to automatically add the actions to your character sheet. But one of the challenges is sometimes you can have a lot of equipment that you're not really necessarily using all the time or equipped with all the time. So your actions page can get really large. So one new option here that's set up, and there's a bunch of options that I'll show you here in the options menu, is that you can configure this so that this will dynamically update based on your equipment status. So let's go, looking at here, we have the adamantium breastplate armor. If we go to our inventory, we'll see that it is currently equipped. Well, if we unequip it, so we're not carrying it anymore, we go back to our actions page, you'll notice that it has disappeared because we're probably not going to need to put that effect on if it's not even equipped. But if we go back and then we change it back to equipped, go back to our inventory, or sorry, our actions, and you'll notice that effect appears again. So that's one option, and you have a choice of configuring that. So if you want that to apply, you can say yes. If you don't want it to apply and just always want to see the actions, and you can say no. The next one is actually applying the effects on equip or unequip. So if we look at the combat tracker now, you'll notice that Mad Nomad has the adamantium breast armor effect on him because he equipped this armor. Now, if I go back and I unequip this armor, that effect disappears. And again, you see if as I equip it, it comes back on. So this works based on if the item action has a target of self and the action name matches the item name, then it will apply that status to you. So caution, this is not perfect because you could have items that do some weird stuff that you don't always want to equip or you don't always want to put that effect on when you equip it. Most of the cases, I believe, in Rob Tui's coding, that this is based on it's safe and you kind of do want to usually be able to apply that effect, but I can't guarantee it's going to be 100% for some items. So there may be some items that it automatically applies and you just have to take it off if you find yourself that you have one of those edge cases, right? Or you have the option to disable that feature if you don't want it to do that for you. So what else do we have here? Okay, automatic categorization and organization of stuff. So let's look at our items here. And I'm going to go ahead and add some potions. Climbing, potion of clairvoyance, and some scrolls. Now, if we go back to the actions page, you'll notice it has automatically categorized potions and scrolls in their own section so that those don't get cluttered in with all your other items and other things there. And let's say, this, weren't using this before and, you had a bunch of stuff that was already in like the items category. We'll drag this stuff back over. Try to bring this up here too. And here, okay, so now let's collapse all this. You'll notice there's some buttons down here at the bottom now. The first one being organized. What that will do is that will automatically organize all of your items and actions into the appropriate categories. And it will also delete FGU actions that have been added if you don't want those. So let's go ahead and do that. And you'll notice now my potion has been moved back. And oops, what happened there? There he goes. Potions. And scrolls. I think I accidentally duplicated the scroll there when I was dragging it. So let me just do that again to show what's going on here. Okay, so drag this up to items. I have to delete the old one, right? Because we're looking at a different example here, whereas if we didn't have that already set up. So I'll delete the scroll of aid. So mess that up a little bit. All right, and the potions of climbing. Right. And then let's say one of these was named item, right? So it had its own grouping. Maybe this one's got item. So now we hit the organize, and the potion got moved back to the potions category. Scrolls got moved back to the scrolls category. The items are all unified under the items category. And if you had FGU added stuff, those would be moved out of that category, or deleted, I should say, if you haven't deleted them yourself yet. All right, so that's the organize feature. Now there's also a rebuild. So what the rebuild will do is it will completely redo your character's actions based on all of their abilities and their background, race, class, etc. So where this is really handy is, let's say you have a character that was created in a different game, or maybe you didn't have the automatic action extension the whole time, and so you had a character that doesn't have this automatic action stuff set up. So here's an example of like a character that is like what, sixth level, 10th level or something, right? And so it has no automatic action set up. It does have stuff in the inventory, but let's say this came from some other game, right? So I'm going to go down here to the rebuild button, go ahead and click that, and it will generate all the actions that are applicable for this character based on all their items and abilities. And if it encounters something that doesn't 100% know, like the fighting styles that are quite notorious for, you have to actually choose one here. It'll ask you to prompt you to select that. Also, an iron stone I had in there, it wouldn't know exactly which one to use. But the rest of the stuff, it automatically you could tell. So hit add and close, and now you'll notice that all the actions have been added: feats, the fighter actions, and effects, the items, potions, etc. Oh, and here's a good example of the FGU automatically does add stuff if you don't have that feature turned off. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what the organize will do with that delete. And you'll notice it automatically got rid of all those items because they're not needed, because they're already here now. So I think that pretty much covers all the different stuff in this add-on. Hopefully you find some of this useful. I've had some people asking about, making it more robust for like equipping effects and stuff like that, because I know there's some other extensions out there that do something similar. So hopefully now you won't have the need for multiple, and this will fulfill that goal. And also hopefully the automatic organization and stuff will be handy. So thanks again for all your support. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you like my work, always, remember to subscribe or check out my Patreon channel. Thank you all.